I hear this a lot from patients, and I even get it out there when I'm talking to people out in the community. But you know, raise your hand if you think cancer, or you've been told cancer is mainly genetic, right? Crystal, you heard that? Crystal, you've been told it. Adam, yeah, don't listen to it, right? But this is the reality. Is like I don't know what it is, but a lot of people for whatever diseases, not just even cancer, but they're so quick to pull the gene card on this thing. It feels like I hear a lot of people that go to the doctor and get diagnosed something, and they're like, well, you know, it's just my genetics. It was my genetics. Like I was dealt a bad hand or whatever it is. But the reality of it is like if your mom or your dad had it or your brother has it, doesn't mean you're going to get it. Like they may tell you that that's why you have it, but the reality of it is that if you look at this, this comes from the American Cancer Society. Only 5 to 10% of all cancer is truly genetic. So that means 5 to 10% is truly genetic. The other 90 to 95% is all lifestyle induced. So we have to keep that in mind. You know, cancer on a cellular level is absolutely, this is going to get kind of confusing, but it is 100% genetic, because here's the reason why. You guys all have good and bad genes inside of your bodies. Like Nancy, you have genes that make you have blonde hair, and Chris, you have genes that make your hair black, right, and dark. We have those genes, and you can't trigger those things. Like you're just going to wind up with green eyes or brown eyes. These things just happen. But we all have cells or DNA inside of our bodies that, you know, we can carry the cancer gene or we don't. But how you live your life can activate these genes. Okay, so that's what we're getting into today with the lifestyle. So on a truly genetic level, only 5 to 10% is genetic. However, the other 90 to 95% is triggered. You can trigger your DNA to cause cancer by the things you do with your life. So that's what we want to focus on today, those things that are going to stop or lower your chances of triggering your genes and triggering the bad ones that turn on to give you cancer. So that's what we want to focus on. Now, these are the main reasons why people get cancer in the first place. You know, we look at it, diet and obesity is about 30 to 35% of the reasons why people get cancer. You know, we look at tobacco and smoking. If you're using tobacco and smoking products, you guys mainly know this one already. But that's about 25 to 30%. Having a serious infections, 15 to 20%. You know, any kind of exposure to radiation here, you know, another 10%. And then the last one, less than 10%, is caused by stress, lack of physical activity or working out, and alcohol. So we look at this list, you know, and I don't care who we're talking about here, but somebody that comes in here and tells me it's all lifestyle, or I'm sorry, it's all genetic, why they have cancer in the first place. Chances are, looking at this list, is it really genetic if I sat down and talked to people about what they're doing with their life? What do you guys think? I mean, it's really not. I mean, it's only about a 5 to 10% chance that it was really genetic. And the good question to ask yourself is, all these things that cause cancer, which one of these things is preventable? All of them, right? Yeah, every single one of these is preventable. So you can control your diet, you can control your weight, smoking or not smoking, you know, working out, stress, all these things are absolutely controllable. They're in your guys' control, and it's up to you guys to make sure that you live your life properly and do the right things to avoid a lot of those common causes of cancer.